a very respected businessman in China. He was here and he asked me, he told me that we would die to have some of your companies. And actually he's an investor in India's stock markets. And so he knows his companies. He was checking out, getting some tips on it. He had the bad luck of traveling to some factories that he was thinking of investing which are in rural India. And the poor fellow had developed a bad back as a result of the khaddas on the road. And so, he asked me a question after he came back. And he says, how did you become the second fastest growing economy in the world with this kind of infrastructure? And he also said something very interesting. He said 64 countries have done the same reforms that India has done. But why did India become the second fastest in the world? I'm not sure I had good answers for him, but I explained to him how India's story was a bottom-up success. And so he said, you mean India has done it with one hand tied behind its back? And I nodded. And he said, what if that second hand got untied one day? And this, he said, must be the nightmare of the Chinese leadership. So in a sense, my book is a story of private success and public failure. The private Indian home is neat, clean, and energetic. The government office you visit is chaotic, messy, and lazy. If that office had been a home, what would you see? Dirty dishes flung about in the bedroom, old shoes and newspapers in the kitchen, and everyone sipping chai.